My computer, rocking. Great. So the POTS intelligent financial ecosystem, many of you know that I'm a techie nerd and I get excited about technology. I like transparency, I like security, and I like verification. I don't hear words. They go in one ear and out the other, right? I just want to see everything on chain and check that out on the blockchain, which is exactly what I've done. POTS is actually based upon the Olympus DAO model, the Olympus DAO protocol. And don't worry about what it means. It's just the name of a protocol. It's been around for about 5 years. And what they've done is they created a reserve token, which is similar to what happens in the real world, like with the Treasury and with the Federal Reserve and, the central bank system. And so that's exactly what that was. And they had a reserve token called OHM. What we have here in POTS, we have the very same thing, but we have the most updated version, the best implementation of that Olympus DAO protocol in POTS. Okay, so but what differentiates us from the other projects that are out there, like LGNS Origin, which has been around for almost 3 years. We've got WebT Dial, been around for 2 years plus. We've got Akash Dial, been around since June. We've got ARC, which it was my favorite one, but POTS took its place. We've got ARC, which has been around since August, right? And so one of the things about the Olympus DAO model is after about 90 to 100 days, because of the minting, because of the extraction, because of human behavior, the price of the token will indeed go down. And very rarely it will go back up. Why? Because, after my research with a lot of the experts and the techies in the industry been writing white papers on, they say because it needs an external revenue source. And this is what a lot of the Olympus DAO projects do not have, is that external revenue source. What's great about having an external revenue source is that when you have that, it helps uplift or stabilize the POTS system. It helps stabilize it from the ground floor. So what is POTS? We have two engines and one ecosystem. All of the rest have one engine and one ecosystem, but we have two. So I'm going to talk about engine one. I'm going to talk about engine two. Engine one is what we would call that treasury engine. This is where we earn our yield passively. In addition, this is where we will build the DIO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization, but simply speaking, it's a community. It's a community. And so we're going to drive people in. We're going to share what we have in terms of POTS, and we're going to provide that, give that to other folks and see how excited they get about it as well. And we've got right now almost 80,000 wallet holders in POTS. 80,000 almost in just April 25th, April, May, June, not even 2 months, right? And so we're talking about 52 days, 80,000 wallet holders. And so we're driving people into POTSMONEY, which is the treasury engine where we're earning yield and we're building a community. But one of the things that people fail to understand is POTSMONEY isn't the be all end all. The goal is engine two, POTSMARKET. We have that prediction marketplace where you can go on there and you can pick any topic or any question and you can choose yes or no. For example, the World Cup. I've got a bet on Ghana. I've got a bet on quite a few. I should just log in. I got a bet on quite a few of the games, and I don't even know anything about sports. But what I typically do is see who the underdog is, and I bet on them. I don't know what kind of system that is, but that's what I do. They also have politics. Who do we think is going to be the 2028 Democratic presidential nominee? And there's a lot of choices there. I have not the slightest idea. And we're about a year and a half before 2028, right? But right now, when you look at that question, over $1.1 billion on Polymarket has been traded on that one question out of thousands of questions. See, the prediction marketplace is like number 5 on industry trends. Of course, AI is number 1 in terms of the industry. As a matter of fact, it's so popular that Binance, which is the largest multi-billion-dollar cryptocurrency exchange worldwide, They even roll out their wallet that you can actually download. And the first thing that hit you in the face is their prediction marketplace. So everybody is jumping on the prediction marketplace bandwagon. Everybody is jumping on that. But one of the things about the prediction marketplace that not a lot of people know about it. You ask a guy or gal on the street, what's a prediction marketplace? They don't know. And so that's part of what we do here. We educate people on that. So the goal of POTS, the end goal, is to build the largest prediction marketplace on this planet, starting with Asia. And then going to South Africa, not South Africa, going to Africa, the 54 countries that are over there. Then going to Europe, then going to the UK, going to South America, and on and on and on. Because if you look at Polymarket, which is a $20 billion valuated company, that is huge. And they only have about 150,000, 160,000 members, because not a lot of people know about it. But yet and still, it's a $20 billion company. So imagine with our almost 80,000 membership we have already in POTSMONEY, imagine if we can drive everyone over there to POTSMARKET. Okay? So we're looking forward to that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how both of these engines work. So that was my introduction. Now, don't get scared. This is not going to be techie. And I already talked about some of this. This is POTSMONEY over here. We put our funds in, we stake or buy bonds, and we let the baby ride. Okay? We're earning yield every day. Every day, every day, you're going to be able to earn yield. You're going to be able to withdraw your yield anytime you want to and go buy yourself some more steaks or some beef steaks or I don't know, some plum wine and sushi. Whatever you want to do with it is all yours, right? This is decentralized finance. No one can tell you what to do with your money.
Plum wine and sushi. I'm sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
As a matter of fact, that's my favorite meal, but I haven't been having it for quite some time because my sushi restaurant out here been so busy, they've been upsetting me because they won't deliver. But nonetheless, so what happens is the price will go up, 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 right? And then around the 90th day, 100-day mark, that price goes down, down, down. This is how Olympus Dow projects works in general. Okay. And never mind RBS, YRF, AEM. Those are too technical, not getting into them. But those are engines that are built into the software that help the ecosystem balances itself out. Now, on the right side here, we have POTSMARKET. And this is where I talked about the prediction marketplace. World Cup, let's go, right? And out of all of the fees that are generated in POTSMARKET prediction marketplace, they're going to take a percentage of the fee revenue and they're going to drive it right back into the treasury in POTSMONEY, right? So POTSMARKET is actually our anchor and our stabilizer is POTSMONEY, where we're earning and building our teams and building the community. So we've got a flywheel effect. So what does POTSMONEY bring to the table in terms of POTSMARKET? Where every time we do a withdrawal, there are fees associated with it, correct? And 100% of all of those fees will go back right into POTSMARKET. And what does it do? It buys Bitcoin. You can log in right now. You can log into the DApp and you'll see that we have almost 40 Bitcoins. In less than 2 months, we've got 40 Bitcoin. A Bitcoin right now is about $65,000 each. That is crazy insane. But what do they do with that Bitcoin and why should we care? They pair it with the POTS token. They pair it with the POTS token. That's our second token. IBS and POTSMONEY. And you've got the POTS token over on the right here in POTSMARKET. As Bitcoin goes up, POTS token goes up. As Bitcoin goes down, POTS token will go down. And we don't care if it goes down, if Bitcoin goes down. Why not? Because over here in POTSMONEY, we're going to continue. People are continuing to withdraw, particularly the networkers. They're building large teams all over the world. As you can tell, 80,000 wallet holders almost, right? That's a lot. So folks are withdrawing all their network monies, their team monies. And some people, of course, are actually taking their yields and withdrawing it periodically as well. So there's always going to be withdrawals happening. So there's always going to be withdrawal fees that are going to be utilized to buy Bitcoin. So why do we have this thing over here, this Bitcoin and POTS pairing? It's what we call a treasury. It's what we call CBT, our co-building treasury. Can anybody get POTS tokens? Nope. If you go over to the decentralized exchange called Pancake Swap, for example, go try to buy some tokens, some POTS token. We tried when they launched. We all ran over there, a couple of us ran over there, said, let's get some POTS token because they were 0.0001, right? 1 cent, 0.001 cents, almost zero. And we tried to buy. And we get this big old warning sign that basically says the tax is 100%. So if I go over there to buy some POTS tokens and I want $1,000 worth, guess how many POTS tokens I'm going to get? 0, because I have to pay 100% tax. We were like, darn. The only people who can get POTS tokens are those who are participating in POTSMONEY. And those who are participating in POTSMONEY and driving people and building the community will get more. Everybody will get some POTS tokens, but the ones who get the most are the ones who participate in the community and building it. That's what it's for. Okay? Now, every day for 500 days, what happens is the system will take 0.5% of the POTS token out of the supply off the market, right? Why is that so important? I did the math. There are 21 million tokens, POTS tokens only, that are ever only going to be created, right? 21 million. Right now, we have already distributed and burned almost 4 million. So now, and then 1 million went for rewards. So now we have about 16 million tokens in less than 2 months. That's all that's left. By the time we get to the 500 day, okay, that's about a year and a half, less than a year and a half. Guess how many tokens we'll have in the supply of POTS token over here? We'll have about 1.8 million. Yeah. They're going to be burning about 18 million will be gone and it will be in our hands as well. It's kind of like a Bugatti, and that's a sports car. I love looking at Bugattis. And they cost about $1 million on average. Why? Because there's high demand and there's low supply. If you buy a Bugatti today, you're going to be on the waiting list for quite some time. Okay? Now let's look at a Toyota. $40,000 average. When we take a look at a Toyota, they have a humongous supply. That is why it's $40,000. So you follow me. You want scarcity. You want low supply. And when you have that, the potential for the price of the POTS token to increase is astronomical. I can see this token right now today is already gone up about 85, I don't know, is it 9,200%? From almost nothing to 4.5 cents. That's huge. But if anybody's selling it at 4.5 cents, I tell you, give me your address, tell me where you are. I'm going to get on a plane and I'm going to fly where you are. I'm going to smack you on the back of the neck. You got to be forward thinking. Forward thinking. And this is just some extra that we get for free. POTS token is what we, as members of the DAO, are going to be getting for free. So I'm excited about that. I can see it at $10. I can see it at $50. I can even see it at $100 or $1,000 in a year and a half because of the scarcity. At the end of the 500-day period, then they're going to take the POTS token and put it on centralized exchanges. And people who are smart are going to be looking at it and they're going to say, oh my God, this token is like $1,000 and there's only 1.8 million left. Now we've got low supply, high demand, and they're going to be eating it up. And that price is going to go up. That price is going to go up. So I'm really excited about our future here. So this is our ecosystem, nothing more than that. Okay. So how do you get involved? Well, I'm not going to talk about the bonds because the bonds are closed. They're closed because a bond will issue debt in the system. They were open for 2 months. Now they're closed. So we're going to talk about how we can come on board with the single token staking. You come in, you have USDT in your wallet sitting there, how much you want to actually stake. Let's say $1,000, $5,000, $500, or what have you. And then you go into the back office and click on finance and you click on swap. You're going to swap your USDT for our wonderful IBS token. Okay? And then you're going to stake your IBS token. It is required that you have at least $100 in total personal holdings in order to be considered eligible. But this is what I tell people. You come in here with $100 and you expect that it's going to change your life. I'm not your financial advisor, but it really isn't. It's not going to change your life. I don't care if you're from India, Indonesia. I don't care if you're from any place in Africa. No, $100 won't change your life. But if that's all you have, then I understand. Start somewhere. Get in where you fit in. But what I tell people is don't come in for exactly $100 if you have to. Maybe 120, maybe 130. Why do I say that? Because the price of IBS token fluctuates a little bit, not a lot, but it fluctuates. And if you you spend $100, you buy the IBS tokens, and it go from $26 to 25.99. Now you no longer have $100 in total personal holdings. You may have, right, $99.89. So give yourself a buffer. Come in with 120, 130. Okay. Me personally, I came in with 10,000. A lot of us did because we got in early. We came in with 10,000, 5,000, and some even came in with $30,000 before we launched. Okay. So people are getting in where they fit in. Now, how does it work? We have right now 90 days, 180, and 360 days. That's all I'm going to talk about because the 540 and 720-day contracts have not been activated yet. So you can actually choose a 90-day contract. You're going to be earning, nobody can predict the future, and these daily yields depend upon the whole ecosystem and all of the parameters that are there. So between 0.23% and 0.8%. Okay, that's what you're going to be earning. People, when I tell people this, they still come back to me and they say, well, how much I'm going to be earning, Queen? I said, it's a range. They want me to say 1% a day. Yeah. No, it depends on the ecosystem. The 180 days, 0.24 to 0.9% a day. And the 360 days, 0.25 to 1% a day. Right now, I believe we are at about 0.68, 0.7, right? Because I only do 360. I don't do anything less than that because I like to capitalize on my money and making sure I get all of the food off the table. Okay? If you take a look at the flexible term, really low, relatively speaking, 24-hour daily yield. 0.2% to 0.6%. Why is that lower? Because you're not committed to a time duration. You can put in, let's say, $10,000 today, right? And then let's say you wake up or you come back from vacation 4 days later, 3 days later, all of the yield that you've earned in those 3 to 4 days, you can say, I want all of that. And I also want all of the IBS tokens that I purchased with my $10,000, and you can walk away. There's no term attached to it, no duration. But look how much you get on average, 0.2 to 0.6. And it's probably about 0.35 right now. It's not a lot, but if you like to do that, more power to you. I'm going to stick with my 360 days, and I'm going to ride that baby until the horse I'm going to ride that horse till the wheels fall off, right? Another thing, you can take out your yield whenever you want. But when you're taking out your year every week, as if it's a paycheck, you're getting paid every week, every week, every week. And I'm going to show you a spreadsheet, right? You're going to notice that you're going to make considerably less than if you wait the whole 12 months. It's all about patience and discipline, but it's all up to you. What I would recommend, even though I'm not your financial advisor, is that people do this. If you want to be able to have a weekly paycheck, then buy multiple stakes. So have one for the long term. Let that baby sit there as a future yield generating instrument. And then you can have some shorter term ones or some longer term ones where you're drawing out. You can have as many stakes as you want in one wallet. You can also have multiple wallets, but I'm not going to get into strategy tonight. So that's how it works. Passively, there's nothing more to it. This is it. Now, for those of you who believe that sharing is caring, see, I believe when I sit down to a table that if there's a lot of food, I just got through talking about baklava and sushi and plum wine, right? And talking about some rice and some chicken. Oh, I want some of all of that and give me the salad too, right? And so when you share this with other people, and I don't care if you're a huge networker or not, or you're a novice, I don't care if you bring in one person a month, or if you bring in one person every 10 minutes. It doesn't matter. Go at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. So we have what we call a UNILEVEL compensation plan. And it's very, very simple. Pay attention. This is you here at the top. And this is those people who believe that sharing is caring, right? That are going to be talking to people. And let's say you bring in George. George is leg A. Call it leg one, leg A, team B, whatever. The first person you bring in is your first team. Then you bring in Susan. She's team two. You bring in Mark. He's team three. You bring in Linda, team four. You can bring in Josh, team five. You can bring in Mustafa, team six. You can bring in however many people you want to bring in. We call that your front line. We call each and every one of them a separate team of yours. Okay? Now, here's George. He's a VIP already. These are ranks. Why is he a VIP 4? If you look over here to the right, a VIP 4 need $100,000 in sales on his weakest legs only, right? And that's what George has done. Susan has done the same thing. Congratulations. I'll be calling up both of them. Well, you will, because this is you at the top. Mark, you always have somebody on your team who run away like a beast. I mean, they just come out of that freaking box, the gate, and they run like a racehorse. That's Mark here. He's got $500,000 in sales on his weakest legs, and he is a VIP 5. You need $500,000 to be a VIP 5. And then you've got Linda. She just started. She's excited. She is a VIP 3 because she has $50,000 on her weakest legs only. Well, what do I mean by weakest legs only? You've got 4 teams here, right? And who is your strongest team? That Mark guy. You know, that friend of yours who's always going ahead of everybody, always raising his hand in class, right? That's Mark. He's your strongest leg. So when they are, you're going to earn on everyone, and I'll tell you how you're going to earn. But here, he's your strongest leg. In order to determine your rank, they only look at your smallest legs or your smallest teams and they add them up together. So 100,000 for George plus 100,000 for Susan. We're going to skip your strongest leg, which is Mark. And then we have 50,000 for Linda. 100,000 plus 100,000 plus 50,000. That's 250,000. You are now a VIP 4 because your team combined with all of their people have actually produced $250,000 in sales volume on your weakest teams or your weakest legs combined. So you are a VIP 4 because in order to become a VIP 4, you just need $100,000 in sales. In order to become a VIP 5, you need 500,000. So you are halfway to being a VIP 5 when you hit the $500,000 mark. And this is it in a nutshell. So why this type of model? Why this type of model? It rewards balance. Because sometimes we get these network marketers who bring in 3 people, 3 of the top leaders on the planet, and then they get on a plane, they go to Tahiti, and then they get out there and they get suntans, and they're just scrolling through social media at the beach, having a Mai Tai, while you and everyone else is working on their behalf and ranking him, ranking him, ranking him. Oh no, not here. Not here. You're going to have to hold your weight. So this is why they eliminate the largest legs in when determining your rank. You get that rewards balance. It encourages duplication. It's fair, it's motivating, and you get the long-term growth and you get more in earning potential. So what do you get as you rank? Check this out. As a VIP 1, anybody should be able to become a VIP 1 in one day. $1,000 in sales on your weakest legs combined, right? Right? And you're going to get 5% on all of the passive rewards that are generated on your whole team. 5% of all the passive rewards that's being earned by everyone on your team. No levels, just everyone, all the way down to infinity, okay, on their rewards. VIP 2, $10,000 only on your weakest legs combined. Once you've done that, you're going to earn 10% on all of the passive rewards that your team, everyone on your team, and all of your teams, and all of your legs, all the way down, 10%. VIP 4, 25%. VIP 5, 35%, all the way to a VIP 9, which needs $50 million. That is my goal. I've got a ways to go, but that's my goal. But one day at a time. VIP 1, VIP 2, VIP 3, VIP 4, VIP 5, VIP 6, okay? All the way down. That's 90%. So the question that has been posed to me is, how can the system mint so many tokens in order to pay all these networkers? Look at this, 90%, 75%, 60%. Let me show you why it works. Okay, pay attention to these example scenarios. Remember, you're going to be ranked by the sales volume and your weaker legs combined. So let's say, for example, you are a VIP 5. And all VIP 5s, they earn 35% on everyone in their team, right? On the passive rewards they're earning daily. But what if in one of your teams, in one of your legs, one of your guys or gals, one of your friends, they become a VIP 5 as well? We call that same rank reward. You no longer get the 35%. They do. You get 1%. And so you hear the groans, oh man. But let me tell you this. If indeed someone on your team has actually graduated and became a VIP 5, what that means is you have more sales volume on your team, right? So I'd rather get 1% of a whole lot of volume in this one leg than 35% on a little bit. On a little bit. So you're going to call up your VIP 5 and say, girlfriend, congratulations. Now we're the same rank. I just want to let you know, congratulations, but I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you next week. I'll be a VIP 6, right? And so it's all in jest. It's all fun. It's very competitive and motivating at the same time. Now check this one out. If indeed you are a VIP 5, and then someone in, now remember, just 1% you're going to be earning is only on that one leg that actually has this VIP 5 there, not on all of your legs, just on that one leg. All of the rest, you're still getting 35%. Now, let's say, for example, you're a VIP 5, and then someone just kicks your butt in your team. They become a VIP 6. That's that Mark guy, always raising his hand when he's in school. You know, put your hand down, boy. And so he's a VIP 6. He just beat you. Now, VIP 6 get 45%. Here he gets the whole 45% on his team. On his leg, you get 0%. Call him up. He's building volume in your team. He's helping you to rank because of his volume. So you're going to call him up, congratulate him. You go, boy, but I'm right on your tail. I'm right on your tail. Next week, I'm going to be a VIP 6, just along with you. So I can get 1% of all that volume you're creating, right? The third scenario is if you're a VIP 5 getting your 35%, and then someone comes in one of your legs and they become a VIP 3. A VIP 3, as you can see at the bottom here, gets 15%. So, and you are VIP 5, you get 35%. But now that you have a new VIP 3, they're going to get their 15%. You're going to call them up and congratulate them. Job well done. I really, really am proud of you. Keep up the good work because they're bringing volume in, right? And then what you're going to get is not 35%. You're going to get 35% minus the 15%. You'll get 20%. She's creating more volume. I'll take that 20% because I'm taking 20%. of more of the group volume rather than 35% of a little less. And I hope everyone understand what I'm saying here. If you don't, ask questions. We have our groups. Now, you always earn based on your rank position. And remember, I talked about, right? You're going to always earn on everyone in your teams, all of them. But in terms of the rank, it depends on only the combination of your smallest legs combined. Very competitive here, very competitive. Loving it, loving it. Now you see that this is a differential unilevel where they take the difference. Okay? So the odds of somebody as a VIP 9 getting 90% isn't that great. They can get 90% on the legs that are really not performing, right? Or performing a little. But if you're a VIP 9, you got a VIP 8 in your team. If you're a VIP 9, I bet you got a VIP 7 in your team. So you're going to be getting the difference. 90% minus 60% will be 30% on that VIP 7. You follow me? Differential. It takes the difference. Okay? Now, I forgot I added this one. It's just a little extra something. Give you a general idea what you'll earn every day on your team as you're building. VIP 1, $1,000, weakest legs combined. You get 5% on everyone in your team on their passive rewards they're earning daily. Okay, I'll talk about the pot bonus. Ignore that for now. You're going to get about 50 cents every day. 50 cents every day on average as a VIP 1 from your team. As a VIP 2, you're going to be earning $5 to $10 a day. As a VIP 3, you're going to be earning $25 to $75 a day. You see, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as you're growing and growing and working and supporting and training your teams. A VIP 5, for example, when you have $100,000, a VIP 4, for example, when you have $100,000 on your weakest legs combined, that 25% you're going to be earning on everyone in your team, you're going to be earning between $100 and $250 a day. Okay? And when you are a VIP 5, hallelujah, I'm almost there. When you could become a VIP 5, that's $500,000 or $500,000 on your weakest legs combined. Then you're getting 35% on all of your teams, right? And that means that you're going to be earning, pay attention, between $500 and $1,750 a day. That is huge because on average, I know in America, for example, what everyone is looking for on average is just an extra $500 a month in their income, which will give them a little relief. But I think that in the last year and a half, I think that's gone up to $1,000 a month because of the gas and food costs, right? But if you could get that a month, this is a day. This is daily income that you can get. VIP 6, you got $1 million in sales, team turnover, $1,000 to $4,500 a day. And when you get to the point where you're here as a VIP 9, we're talking about $75,000 to $450,000 a day, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This is wonderful. And I think that people who are building it, they are being well rewarded. And people say, well, where's the money come from? Again, we have a minting engine, and every day it puts part of it in what we call a rebase contract on the blockchain, and that's where the rewards are distributed on a daily basis. All of this is ran by contracts on the blockchain. No human being manipulating or anything at all. And if you want to see the contracts that I have, they're in the Telegram group, all of them. Go look them up if you're a techie nerd. If not, you can come to me and ask me what does it mean? What does this mean? If you don't ask me, don't come to me complaining about anything. Come to me with positivity first. Let me get to know you. And then tell me how you like it, how happy you are. Because people are always quiet when they're happy. But when they have a question, they come with a vengeance. Yeah! And then I say, calm down, let me explain it. And so there we are. And this is the extra piece I talked about. The POTS consensus formation incentive mechanism. What in the heck does that mean? Remember I talked about the DIAL, Decentralized Autonomous Organization. You know what that means? Community. You know what that means? Consensus. We're forming the consensus. We're forming the community. And so for forming that community, they're giving us an incentive. Okay? So we get an incentive in POTS tokens. And what do we get? What they do is, remember I talked about the 0.5%, right? Being distributed, burned in or distributed to everyone in POTS who has a stake or a bond, right? So they're going to take the bag of tokens every day, shake it up. Well, they don't really shake it up, but I like that. Shake it up, and then they're going to split it into 10 parts. They're going to turn my video on because I do this animated stuff. Okay. They're going to take the pot and they're going to shake it up and they're going to split it into 10 pieces. The first 10% goes to everyone who's active with the stake of $100 or more. Everyone. Oh, my video keeps going off. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Okay, let's keep that. Yeah, they're going to split that up and they're going to have pools. They're going to have 10 pools. The first pool is for everyone, and everyone's going to share. Now, we got almost 80,000 wallet holders. So there's like 80,000 wallet holders sharing in that first pool. I understand that. So I don't want to be there. I want to rank. I want to work. I want to help form the consensus. I want to build that community. I want to just rank because I make more funds that way. I want to also get more POTS token because it's a deflationary token, which means that it has a huge potential for rising in price, right? Remember I told you 500 days, there'll only be 1.8 million tokens left. That's nothing. And we should be around $1,000, $100 or something by that time. We're at 4.5 cents, I think, today. Shoes, I'm not selling now. Now, I've almost got 1,000 tokens. And then, even if it's $1, that's $1,000 I got for free. $10, right? That'll be $10,000 I've got for free. $100, right? Imagine $100. That's $100,000 I've got for free. And I have a feeling it will be more than $100 in 500 days, which is only a year and a half. Actually, less than a year and a half now because we've been here for 2 months. Now, VIP 1, the second 10% pool goes to those who have ranked as a VIP 1. Those are the people who have $1,000 or more in their weakest legs combined. They get to share in that pool. So it's less than the whole shebang of people who are passive and the whole community. Now, VIP 2 at $10,000 in sales volume, 10% they get to share in that pool. VIP 3 get its own pool. All the way down to VIP 9 gets its own pool. The larger your rank, the higher your rank, the least amount of people will be in your pool, which means that the distribution or the shares will be larger than, let's say, in VIP 0 or VIP 1. And so let's say, for example, you're VIP 5. In this pool, right, you're going to earn a share of that with all of the VIP 5. There's not a whole lot. You already know this. And then you're going to also share in the VIP 4 pool. And you're going to share in the VIP 3 pool and the VIP 2 pool and the VIP 1 pool and the global active users VIP 0 pool. Imagine becoming a VIP 9. You get all of this. So that's why my goal is to rank and rank and rank and rank and rank. I'm not leaving any food on the table. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't got no hype for you. But I'm telling you what I'm doing. And mine is all based on logic and patience and discipline. And so what they bring to us is, for those of you who are doing the work, who are building the dial, building the community, they're giving you an incentive. And it's fair and it's transparent and it's on the blockchain. It's deflation driven, 0.5%. Price gonna go up, right? Daily deflation. It's sustainable. The rewards are sustainable as well. It strengthens our ecosystem on the POTSMONEY side. And we have stronger consensus. And what I mean by consensus is what? The dial, decentralized autonomous organization, is what? The community. So we have a stronger consensus, a stronger community, right? Which means that our POTS ecosystem, with its 2 engines that has a flywheel effect as to how they feed one another, is going to be stronger and it's going to be here for years to come. Okay. Now, with that said, I'm going to stop my share and we're going to open it up for questions.
Wow.
I know it's a lot.
Wow, indeed. Powerful. Queen, we're hungry. Maybe it's best for you to do this once a week, because I'm telling you, it's like you've saved everything and you're just dumping it all on us.
Yes,
I'm really
absolutely.
feeling it. And I know I can see Regina there smiling. I'm telling you, girl, beautiful, beautiful presentation. Regina, do you have a question? Apart from the sushi and the plum wine stuff,
It's a lot
tell
of
me.
it's a lot of information.
It's a lot, Regina.
It's
We're going to get
it's
some information to you too. We're going to get some
Yeah.
hard stuff in your
yeah,
hand. Yeah. But I think
yeah,
that the important part is to get started. And when
Yeah.
if you just listen to how do I get started? We get that Token Pocket wallet from Google Play Store or Apple Store. You get that baby, it's free. Set you up. We get some USDT in your wallet. That's it. You're ready to buy a stake. And that's it.
Come on.
That's like a 2-second presentation on how to get started. And you begin earning after 24 hours. That's it.
yeah.
And
My question is, Queen,
yeah.
how is the yield generated?
Yes. Yeah. I think we talked about that earlier. In terms of the yield generation, I was talking to you about how it's like a centralized bank. You know, it's kind of like asking people, how is the yield generated in Forex? And if are they selling anything? Because you do Forex. So you do an EUR USD pair. Let's not talk about gold. It has a specialness. So you do your EUR USD pair. How is that yield? Where's that spread coming from? It's coming from market sentiment. And so when you look at this, remember I said that this is all based on a battle tested, time proven, 5-year-old technology called Olympus DAO, right? And so what they built was a centralized bank or decentralized bank that mimics the real world treasury. Let me put my video on. The real world treasury, as well as the Federal Reserve, as well as I'm from the United States, so those are my only connections here, as well as the 12 central banks that they have. And so what happens is they just scream out, print, 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 print the United States dollars. Oh, that's why we have in the United States a $40 trillion debt, because they just print willy-nilly. Okay. And so let me compare that to this. There's nobody saying, print, we want to be corrupt, mint. So they mint the token IBS only when necessary, according to the state of the economy, the ecosystem. And then what happens is it start minting the tokens. Then it start creating the value, creating the value. And then we earn IBS tokens. We're not earning US dollars. We're not earning USDT. We're earning and we're compounding and earning IBS. Okay. And then we can do whatever we want to with the IBS token. It's easy to swap them and it's easy to get our money out. And the same thing, the mathematics behind the rewards are also included. So we have a rewards or rebase contract that's out there, visible and transparent. And so we have that rebase contract and it stores all of the rewards in that contract. And it fills up and replenishes based on the ecosystem. Okay. And that's when we talk about the yield. The yield, remember I told you it's not 1% a day, 2% a day, 0.5%. It really depends. So for 360 days, we're going to be earning between 0.25% and 1%. Who dictates that? Not a human being. Nobody back there like the wizard behind the curtain. No, the code, the logic, the ecosystem, and all of the parameters that are back there. Okay, and I won't get into the technology, but I'll give you the document. If you're interested in technology, you're going to have fun like I did. But most people won't have fun. They're like, get out of here, Queen. But yeah, that is how it's generated. The yield is generated in IBS tokens. Okay. In terms of POTS, there's no yield being generated in terms of POTS. That is incentive for us and us only. Okay. For building, for most of the people get the most will be those who are building the community. You follow me, Regina? Regina, you there?
Okay,
Regina?
hear me.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so that's one side of generating tokens.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
minting the tokens.
They're minting tokens.
Initially,
Yeah.
no tokens exist. And then when the first
Yeah.
person came in to stake, then it says, let's mint. Next person come and stake, let's mint. Because they have to earn their data. Say, let's mint. And it's not like somebody sneaking in. And there are some projects out there where they just
Yeah.
mint a whole lot of tokens and give it to all their buddies. And people don't.
Okay.
And then they go sell it off. And then they crash.
Okay. So, the percentage, is it based on how much volume you've injected at the beginning?
It depends. No, everybody gets the same percentage. Everybody, passive people, get the same percentage. So everyone gets the same percentage. It depends on your time and your duration. Flex term,
Right.
90 days, 180 days. Everyone gets the same. Okay, but that percentage is determined by the logic and the mathematics that's in the whole ecosystem. What's going on? What's inflation? What's deflation? Where are we? How much yield do we have? What do we have in this bucket? All of these things. We got a treasury as well. All of these things come into play, and it determines what the daily percentage will be.
All right. What about in the building side of things, in terms of what do you get? What do you get for introducing?
For introducing people, let's say you bring
Mhm.
someone in for $10,000. I'm going to talk about some of the projects that are out there, and this is what they do. Let's say you get into a project and you're the first person, and then you bring the second person on board, and they buy something for $10,000. All they want to do is stake $10,000. But what happens in a lot of these centralized systems, I hate centralized systems, but what happens in the centralized system, they'll tell you you get 10%. So that $10,000 your buddy brought in is now 9,000. But then your sponsor gets his percentage. Your sponsor. By the time that 10,000 is actually $6,000. Yet he's earning as if he has a $10,000 stake. So what you have is a system at a deficit from day one. And so that's not what we do here. What we do here is when everyone is going to be buying a stake or bond, right? And everyone is going to be earning every single day. They're going to earn yield. Then they're going to take a percentage of that yield and you're going to get it. If you're VIP one with only $1,000, right, and your weakest leg, you're VIP one, you're going to get 5% every single day on what they're generating, which is actually better than a one-time hit. Okay, that's how that works. And so as you build your team, you become a VIP 2, you become a VIP 3. That percentage, because your ranking, gets higher and higher and higher. On what they're earning, that's what you're going to be earning on every single day. It's rather lucrative. It's rather lucrative.
What they're earning from recruiting people, or what they're earning from the yield on the tokens?
Yeah. You're earning from their yield. So
From their yield,
yeah, you're
okay.
earning from their yield, not from what they're coming in with, because the system will crash and burn in a heartbeat. 3 months, we gone. So we're earning from the yield. So let's say you bring in Jane and you're a VIP one, and Jane is earning $10 a day, $10 a day, $10 a day. If you're a VIP one, you're going to earn 5% of her $10 a day that she's getting. And I
All
say
right,
$10, but she's earning actually IBS tokens. And you're going to get 5% of all the IBS tokens she's earning on a daily basis. Okay.
All right. So the way to make the money is to get people to, as many people to come in and start earning tokens.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Absolutely.
that's where the income is coming from.
Yes. Yes. On their
And
use.
okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm a little bit confused with the, when you talked about George.
Okay, let me show you.
And George and Susan, Mark.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me get there.
Mm.
Let me go back up here. This one, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
So all those figures they've got underneath 100,000, and Mark has got 500,000.
Yes.
Where did that come from?
15. Just an example. So you're at the top. So this is you, Regina. You
Yeah,
brought
yeah, yeah.
in George. George
Yeah.
started building. He started building, and he's got $100,000 in sales volume on his weakest legs combined. And then
Right.
Susan started building.
Okay, stop. Yeah, I'll stop there, Queen, for my understanding. Okay, so George, he's got sales volume of 100,000.
Yes.
So 100,000 is what the amount accumulated from the people that he's brought with
in
him
his group, in his team.
in his team.
Yes.
Right.
So that makes him a VIP 4.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just being very pedantic a little
That's
bit.
okay.
Just to be clear, like, okay, so like if you're getting somebody, do you say a minimum of how much you have to bring to the team to make sure that you're maximizing a certain goal? Like, okay, let's say the goal is $100,000. So, and then for the people that I'm recruiting, I have to say to them, okay, the minimum each person can bring is probably maybe, I don't know, 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 to make sure that we hit the
No, you will hit
100,000.
that. They won't
No.
hit it. And so you don't want to tell people how much you don't know people's pockets book when you don't know their finances.
Okay.
So you can't
No,
tell them what
yeah.
to put in. But what your
Yeah.
goal is, if you want to be a VIP 1, this is where you're going to
Mm.
start. Then
Yeah.
you know that once you hit $1,000, you're VIP 1. You know, once you hit $10,000, you're a VIP 2. You're gonna see once you hit $50,000, you are a VIP 3. Once you hit $100,000, you are a V4, VIP 4, and on and on and on. So you look at what your goals are, and once you know what your goals are, you know, one step at a time, celebrate. Another step, celebrate, right? Here, George been in for a while. He didn't just wake up overnight and get $100,000. He just got on the
Okay.
phone. John, you need to get in here, man. This is great. John said, well, I got $500. He said, okay, let's rock and roll. Then he said, Bob, you need to get in here. Bob said, okay, I got 10 grand. Okay, come on. Then you say, Susan, come on, girlfriend, come on. Not Susan. Patricia, come on, girl, get in here. She said, okay, I got 20,000. I got 5,000 or whatever. So this is a combined volume from your team.
Okay.
Got
Okay.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That sounds okay. One more
Yes.
thing to ask. Okay, so I got George, what is it? George, Susan, Mark, and I can't read the
Linda.
other girl's name. And
Linda.
Linda. Okay, fine. So I hit whatever the VIP,
Yeah,
and then
you're 4.
suddenly maybe Mark decide, oh, I can't be bothered with this. I
Yeah.
don't want to do this anymore. What happens?
So you'll get
My rank.
I got them on my team as well. You'll get some people that you bring in, and they could be the best network marketers in the world. Because I've been in deals like this where I did absolutely nothing. And they'll get me in. I'm on their front leg, I'm leg E, and I don't do nothing. You know what? They're passive. Let them be passive. And you just keep working. Because you don't have to just have 4, you have 5, 6, 7. I brought in 29 people on my front line. 15 haven't even paid. So I've got 14 that are the majority, 5 who are really strongly working as leaders. And so this is what I tell people. Don't expect to come in with 2 or 3 people and think that they're going to work, because that's unrealistic. But you don't lose anything, because they're still a weak leg of yours, and they still get adds up into your total here. That'll help you rank. So you get a guy who come in with $5,000 or $10,000, don't do absolutely nothing, but you're still earning on them every single day. No, nothing negative about people not working. They're just missing out.
So it doesn't affect your rank.
No, not at
if I
all.
achieve,
It adds to your
no,
rank.
okay,
It adds.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Once you achieve a rank, you stay there, but then you keep going. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't affect your rank whether they're working or not, because their numbers, that $5,000 guy, then you have $255,000 in volume on your weakest leg. He's included in here. He's going to help get you to the $500,000 VIP 5. Even if you brought in 20 people and they didn't work at all, right? You have 20 more people you bring in after these guys, and they all put in $10,000, right? And what is that? That's
Yeah.
$200,000 in sales. Now you're at 450,000 in your weakest legs
Right.
combined. So it's okay. Can't force people. Can't force people. But
No, you
it's
can't.
wonderful.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I get
Okay.
it. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Sure,
Thank you
sure.
very
Those are
much.
some good
You're
questions
welcome.
too, Regina.
Good questions there, Regina. Queen, I've noticed there's a question in the chat.
Yes.
Someone raised a question.
Let's see what it is. Can you touch a little bit on how to get the USDT for new to crypto people? GR, where are you located? What country you are? USDT. Where are you located? What country? Is there any restrictions in your country? How did you get your USDT? GR. Where's GR? Did he leave?
Well, it's Glenn. It's a G, so I think it's
No, it's
it
GR.
doesn't.
It's GR. I think he's
Okay.
gone. Yeah. So
All
in
right.
terms of how do you get crypto, it varies around the world. Some people are using Revolut. Some people are using Nexo. Some people are using cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase. Make sure you get over there and get your Coinbase account if you don't have one, and do your KYC. Some people utilize Binance. And these you can attach your bank accounts to them or your debit cards. Some people use crypto cards. So there's many, many, many ways where you can get crypto. You got a friend? Now, don't listen to anybody who come into your social media inbox, Telegram, Facebook, any of that, talking about they're selling some crypto. Don't do it. Don't do it. Would you do that in the alley in real life? No. There's scammers out there. So you have to deal with people you trust and that you like, or go to some of the resources I just mentioned: Nexo, Revolut, Binance, BitGet, any of the OKX, the real exchanges that are out there. And you should be able to get crypto if you KYC yourself, or a friend, a good friend.
A good one too.
Anyone else?
Yes, Queen Wiki. Thank you so much for the powerful presentation.
Thank you, Dave.
I have some few questions from my team in Africa.
Yes.
The one thing is like you can have multiple accounts in one wallet, because they were planning that they can have different accounts, maybe for the monthly withdrawals. They were asking like the yield. Let's say if you stake for 365 days for the yield, it will be like approximately like what percentage
Again,
after 1 year?
yeah, the percentage is a range that nobody can predict. So with 360 days is 0.25% to 1%. But let me show you a calculator. I'm going to give
Yeah.
you an idea of what people can make. And remember, this is what if analysis, because we don't know, people like how much we're going to earn a day. It's a range, and the range is determined by the ecosystem, depending upon what's going on. So let me go here. Let's get out of there. Let me go here and show a spreadsheet. Okay, great. Okay, it's coming. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so let me share my screen and give you a general idea. Why is my computer slow? Okay, give you a general idea. Let me go here. It's like, what happened? I think I turned on VPN. Okay, share. Okay, here we go. Now, here's a calculator that I put in all of our groups. All the Team Queen Wiki people should have this in a group somewhere. Do a search for XLS or spreadsheet or something. Now, so in this document, I have 3 settings, IO daily, and projection at the bottom here, 3 sheets. The first one is settings. It's the only one you need to worry about in terms of making changes. Let's say, for example, someone puts in, I'll just say $1,000. They put in $1,000 and today's price is $26. They're going to get 38.46 IBS tokens today. Okay. Let's assume, because I don't know what the daily yield is going to be. It's going to be between 0.25 and 1%. So I'm going to choose 0.75 for sake of doing this example. And you can change this to whatever you want. If you want to put a 1 there, automatically the 8-hour rate will change. Again, we're getting compounding every 8 hours. So it's 3 times a day. 8 times 3 is 24 hours a day. But still, the daily yield is the daily yield. So I'm going to put it to 0.75. Okay, let's assume that's what we're getting on average. Now, days per month, 30. Don't change it unless you live on planet something. Contract length, 12 months. I'm going to do this for a year. You could change this to 3 months. You can change it to 6 months, whatever you want to change it. But I don't do short term because I'm very disciplined and I'm patient. I can wait a year. I can wait 2 years, actually. I don't know why I can wait so long. And people who are younger than me, considerably younger than me at the age of 30, and I'm 66, and the people 30 years old, they think a year is a long time. Shucks, give me a break.
True.
That's true.
This would have been 3 months. This is 90 days. It would have been 3 months. They do. I
Yeah.
remember as a kid waiting for Santa Claus, and it was Christmas Eve, right? You got like 6 more hours, 6 more hours, 6 p.m. be midnight. And that was the longest time I've ever waited. But as we get older, as my mother says, she says, there's Christmas and then there's summer. And she's right, because time just goes by very, very quickly. So I'm okay with 12 or 24 months, but I'm going to do the 12 months. Now, let's say you've got somebody who want to take out a paycheck every 7 days. Every week they want an employee paycheck because they still have the employee mentality. Now, I also look at the price because I don't know what the price of the token is going to be at the end of 12 months. So I put 40, 35, 30, 25, and 10. So you can change those to whatever you want. Now that you've done that, just click on projection at the bottom. Boom. It's done all of the math for you. Now, so this is for somebody who came in with $1,000. They at the end of the first month, and if you take out every 7 days, you're going to have 39.04 tokens. The next month, 39.63. The next month, 38.46. You see, there's not much difference here. You're really static because you're taking out every week. You're eating 4 weeks a month, right? 4 times a month you're eating. So that means that's 4 times 12, 48 times you're eating. Now, the person who chose not to do anything and let this baby ride to the end of 12 months, check this out. End of 1 month, 48.3. End of the second month, it's growing, compounding. The 8th wonder of the world for patient people. What the wealthy says is those who aren't compounding is paying someone interest. And for those of you who fall in that category, I say thank you very much. So at the end of 3 months, 76. At the end of 12 months, my 48, 46 tokens, whatever it was, I have 591 tokens. See, people are always looking at the dollar amount. What's the price of the token? Remember, we're accumulating IBS tokens, IBS tokens, IBS tokens. We're not staking dollars. You're not staking dollars. So here's the summary over here. 12 months. I don't touch anything. I have 591.25 tokens. If I withdraw every 7 days, that's a paycheck every week, and I eat, then that's 38.46. If the price at the end of the contract, at the end of 12 months, is $40, I will walk away with $23,650 on $1,000 that I put in. If the price is 40, you, on the other hand, who decided to eat during the whole year, will walk away at the end of the contract with $1,538. Okay, because you couldn't wait and you ate all year. You ate all year, which is okay if that's what you want to do. Let's say the price is $30. If the price is $30 at the end of 12 months, I walk away with 17.737, $17,737. That's a 17x. Okay? You who decided to eat every week, $1,153 is the value of your contract at the end because you ate all year. Even if the price is $10 at the end of my 12-month contract, I still walk away with $5,912. That's a 5-time my $1,000 investment, almost 6 times. You follow me? And this is where the people can't wrap their head around the art of compounding, the 8th wonder of the world, because of patience and discipline. Okay, then we got $384. Now let me go back, and you can go back to settings, and I'm gonna go. Let's say you got some folks who said, "Well, I'm gonna put in $10,000. Let me see how that's gonna look." So they put in the 10,000. Wow! Even at $10, they still make $59,000. The value of their contract that they can withdraw at the end of 12 months at $59,000, they only put in $10,000. It's $236,501 if it's $40. If it's $30, that's $177,378, right? $76. But here, it's okay. It's okay. They're doing pretty fine because they ate all year. But I'd rather be on the full compounding side of the table. I can wait a year. Now, Dan, you asked the question. Some people may want to have, let me stop this. Some people may want to have multiple contracts. Yes, I do. And this is how I do it. I will have one that I keep for a long period of time, 360 days. I'll buy another one, maybe 360 days, but I take out here and there. I may have another one. You can have as many as you want. Now, here's a trick. If you are a network, or even if you aren't, I have people who, let's say, want to come in for $50,000. I hold on to your horses. Don't put that in. I show them how to take the $50,000 and open up multiple wallets so they can get themselves volume. And then they can rank and earn even more. You follow me? So let's say somebody's got $10,000, and they may be building a little bit. I said, well, break up the 10,000. Put 5,000 at the top, 2,500 left. Well, let's say 15,000. 5,000 on the top, 5,000 on the left, 5,000 on the right. Start building your team underneath those positions. You could do that. So there's many different strategies. What I do a lot is I'll build my team, my leadership. I got my position at the top. I may put more on my front line. And then as I'm earning money, commissions on my network, I will take some of those commissions on my network. I will put them underneath me. I'm growing my volume. Thus, I'm growing my rank. Thus, I'm earning more IBS tokens in my network. And I'm earning rank rewards. And I'm getting more POTS tokens for free.
Thank you so much for that answer. Is powerful. Yeah, because most guys, they were thinking about maybe a monthly paycheck, so they can have a different account for that. Thank you for that.